Hi everybody, I'm just trying to get my phone to balance because I've got it plugged in on the charger, so I'm a little tricky at the moment. Hold on, let's see if that will work. Okay. Tucking all this stuff out of the way. Oh, and I want it a little bit more that way. Is it gonna behave? Okay. No, don't move. Technology, right? I don't think I can turn it either, can I? Orientation is removed. All right. I think it's going to stay like that. Okay, if it stays like this, we are good. Do not touch that phone. All right, that's pretty good right there. All right, and let's get you stop. Sit. Lay down. Here to behave for 30 minutes for us. This is like our mind training. No. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Sit. Lay down. The mind wants to remind us of everything, but we need to train it. Just like we train a dog, just like we train our kids, we train our muscles. Stop. Blah, 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 blah. No. Sit. Lay down. Stay. Stillness. That's better. Should have done that. Oh, and I turned a little bit. Man. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. The dog is a little, oop, hello, a little frizzy here. Oh, I hope that's okay. Bear with me today. My charger came off the phone in the middle of the night, so it wasn't fully charged up the way I normally have it, and because of the position of the charger, it's like underneath the phone, so to rest it up on stuff is a little tricky at the moment. But that's okay. I've got all sorts of cool views in all sorts of different directions. That's not what we needed to be in view. Okay. That's in my other practice. Okay. A couple minutes in. Takes a little bit to get situated and to get centered. So let's do that together. This is Yoga Foundations. I am Dr. Sammy. This class is meant to just be a gentle but informative opportunity for you to practice mindfulness and perhaps access your own level of meditation. Perhaps we change some of how our body feels through asana practice and how our breath feels through breathing. Okay, so I don't see anybody live on me, but if you ever did choose to be live, you can always throw some comments out and I will do my best to keep glance at them. So we're just going to start in an easy seated position. Sukhasana is another Sanskrit word for seat. Hands can rest on top of your thighs. Allow the spine to sit up nice and tall. Allow the chest to be broad, the shoulders to draw back, and we'll just allow those eyes to close. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Allow all of your awareness to start to turn inward. When we close our eyes, this becomes much easier as we shut out the outside world, connecting with our inner spirit, our inner soul, and the present moment. The past and future are not needed at this time. Release them. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. If you need to glance up just to see what we're doing, that's fine too, but maybe just try and follow the prompts from the sound of my voice. Tuck your chin towards your chest, letting the back side of your neck take its first lengthened state. Roll your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Roll your left ear over towards your left shoulder. Roll the chin back to the chest. And take a soft gaze now, open down towards the carpet. Roll, coming back up to a tall seat. Let's take both of our arms. Inhale, stretch them up nice and tall. Extend the elbows and emphasize dialing the pinkies inward and the thumbs backwards. So the palms almost reach back. Feel what that does to the shoulder blades as they glide down the spine and the back. Lift up with an inhale, maybe lift through your chest. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, just let those arms float down in front of you, placing them on your mat, on the floor. Slide back a little bit. Just stretch them out in front of you. You can tuck your chin back towards your chest once again. Whew. Excuse me. And begin to walk your hands back up to a nice seat. I'm going to take just the right arm up to the sky and then start to side bend over towards the left. If you want to use your left hand on the mat, then you can certainly do so. Charming, please move. Your booty's in the way. Come over here. Use your dog as an armrest. Release that right arm back to your side and take the right arm up to the sky, side bending over towards the right. And then lifting back up. We're going to take ourselves into tabletop position. So we're going to roll over onto our hands and our knees, and I'll just turn my body to the side. Okay, my dog will allow. She's very attention needy this morning. So we're going to do some, she's staring out the window too, which is right behind where I have the phone balancing. We're dropping the spine, inhaling the chest up, exhaling, rounding through the back and tucking the chin towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Charming, get out of the way. Exhale. Last one. From here, we're going to take ourselves up into a downward facing dog. You get out of the way. Get out of the way. We're making class a little challenging this morning. More challenging than it already is. Okay, that's great. So flip all 10 toes underneath, push back into your heels, lift up off of the floor into downward facing dog, and just push those hips back. Charming, please, it's a terrible spot. It's terrible. I'm going to try and do, I'm sorry everybody. I think I've got enough of a charge where I can put you in my usual spot. I think we'll make it now. Okay, don't get in front of the, go back over by the window. Okay, so hands on the floor, legs are down, we're in downward facing dog, letting the peak of our tailbone lift up tall towards the ceiling. Having as much of a knee bend here as you would like is really helpful, and you can be as wide as you'd like as well to make this more comfortable. So we're pushing that tailbone up, pushing our chest back towards our thighs, and then eventually straightening out through the heels, feeling that really nice stretch on the back of the calves and the hamstrings. That's not yours either. You're just being a pain in the booty this morning. Stop it. Lay down. Please. Charm it. Okay. Lay down. Lay down. Go ahead and start walking your hands towards your feet, but bend your knees so that you've got a nice gentle fold here. And then bend your knees even more so that you can lift up through the chest and then allow yourself to rise to a tall standing position, bringing your hands back to heart center. Now we'll stay in standing for several postures before we make our way back down for a Shavasana. So we'll take a few of the warrior poses. We'll start with warrior one. We're going to take our hands to our hips. Let's bring the left leg forward and the right leg back. And there are different styles of yoga, but the safest version of warrior one is not with this angle on this back leg, because then the hips don't become square, but with taking the toes and bringing them forward, pushing back into that heel, and letting these hips become square. So that may require widening your stance. We're going to bend into that left knee, feeling a really nice opening stretch on the front of our right pelvis. And establishing a good foundation, a good root, is really important. If this feels comfortable, then we can start taking the arms up into perhaps goalposts or full expression of warrior one. Breathe in, breathe out, push back into the heel, reach up through the crown of the head, breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Release the arms. We're going to keep this left leg forward. Now we are going to allow this leg to come back in line and open up the hips to the side of the room. And I'm going to stay in this orientation because I want you to see what happens here with this front leg. We don't want to let it buckle in like that at the hip, and we don't want to let it splay out. We want it to still be nice and neutral. So if I were to fit between two glass panes, everything would fit probably except for this belly. So we're going to have the knee right over the ankle, and we're in line with the hip. The hips are now facing this direction. So as I really try and get the shoulders stacked above the hips, you'll find your knee wants to go that way, but it's your job to engage that buttocks area and your rotators of the hip to bring it back in line. So see if you can really set that strong foundation up. And then the back leg here is straight into the floor or into your mat. Arms are going to float up if it feels comfortable and you feel grounded to about a shoulder height position. Shoulders are relaxed. Reach the arms far apart like you're playing tug of war. There's an equal match. Equal through the arms, equal through the legs. Breathing in and out. In, out. One more time, in and out. Release the arms. Very nice. We're going to take the back right leg and bring it back up to Tadasana, or mountain pose, standing with just a little bit of space between our legs. Probably I'm a little more generous at the moment. Inhale the arms up. Extended mountain. Take those pinkies, try and dial them inward. So you've got that nice scapular movement down your spine. Pause. Exhale. Take another cycle of breath. Exhale. Hands to heart center. And let's take that other side. So right leg forward, left leg back. Again, we want that hip width apart. Hi, my love. Hi. You just want so much attention. I know. So try not to have that angle if you can, and maybe stepping wider helps you get there, and then getting that heel back and down. Let the hip squareness be your guide, and then we're bending into this front knee. Straight and strong through that back leg, and then we're lifting up through the rest of our body. Sit. Lay down. Thank you. We're going to bring the arms up into goddess, or up and above our head into warrior one, extending them nice and tall. Again, maybe feeling that pinky dial backward. It's a nice position to do so. Breathing in through the body 3 times, lifting up through your spine. Exhale, ground and root through your legs. 2 more times. Release those arms. Take that left leg and step it back deeper, letting the toes fan out towards the side, letting the hips become square. Let's let this leg be our priority. No, I still see you. I see everything you're trying to do. No. We're going to bend into the front leg, so the knee is over the ankle, the hip is in alignment. I just told you no. I just told you no. Sit. Okay. Bringing the arms up to shoulder height. I'm going to hold my dog's paw so she stays still with me for a moment. Trying to really feel equal in both leg distribution and arm distribution. Okay. Oh, the challenges of a dog, right? I love you, but you're so not helpful right now. Oh yeah? Just making my balance pose even more challenging than it needs to be. I believe we've got one more breath here. And let's release the arms. Step the left leg back up to meet the right into Tadasana. Inhale the arms above your head. Let those palms rotate backward. The pinkies dial in. Very nice. Release the arms back down by your side. Let's take a balance pose with a nice stretch here in standing. So if balancing is not something you're super interested in doing, then maybe find a wall or a table, something that's really sturdy that you can place your hand on for some help, unless you want to work on the balance as part of this. So it's really depending on what your goals are. We're going to stay on just the left leg, and we're going to lift the right leg up, crossing the top of that thigh over, or the ankle over the top of that thigh, letting the knee kind of splay out. So if this is really wobbly and challenging, we're just going to kind of add on. So again, maybe holding on for now. And we're going to start to sink down into a little squat so that we get a good stretch in this hip. Try to let these hips stay even and square, just like in Warrior One. So we don't want to be kind of propped up if we can avoid it. Try and keeping that nice flat line and dropping down into a nice little modified chair pose. We're going to bring those shoulder blades back, lift up through the crown so we've got a nice straight line. Hands are into prayer, just getting that good challenge on the standing leg and a good opening on our bent leg. go ahead and take 2 more breaths. After your last exhale, release the leg and just let those arms float down into a fold. Okay. And then bend through the knees, lift through the heart, bring all the way back up. No. Exhale, hands back to heart center. You guys are probably like, wait, am I doing it wrong? That's my response set. All right, we're going to take the other side. So the right leg is our strong and stable side. We're going to start to bend through the left leg, crossing it over the top of the ankle and trying to get that set up. So get the hips nice and square if possible. Sink back into your hips, starting to feel some of that load. And bring the hands up into prayer. Keep that spine tall. Keep the chest open. Keep the shoulders from rounding forward. Maybe sink a little bit lower. And just take a few cycles of breath here. And after that last breath, let's just place that leg back down, follow through the arms as you fold down towards the mat. And then from here, let's place the hands down firmly, walk the legs back, downward facing dog. Hi. Oh, upward facing dog, jeez. No, that wasn't for you. Charm. Hey. Stop. Sit. You need to behave. Sit. Lay down. All the way. Please. After your downward facing dog, place your knees onto the mat. And if you'd like to sit back on your heels, that's an option as well. If this is not comfortable, you might choose to sit more cross-legged or perhaps on top of a bolster or something like that. That's good. All right. Stop. We talked about this. No. 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 Allow yourself to be nice and tall in your seat, placing your hands on your knees or on your lap. No. This is what you have to do with your mind, literally. No. We're coming back to the focal point. Charm. No. Stay. It's constant reminders, constant rerouting of attention. Stop. Stay. No. No. Stay right there. Let the spine sit up tall and begin to tap into your breath once again. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Stop. You're not listening. Allow that quiet and ease to come back into your awareness. Allow the sensation of present moment experience to flood over your awareness. We still have not let the past or the future in.
The only moment that truly matters is this present moment right now. Anytime your mind begins to shift in another direction, just notice it and bring your awareness back to the breath in the present moment. You may now choose to enter a Shavasana-like position if you would like to be more comfortable laying on your back or on your side, or if you are feeling very at ease in this upright seated position. It does allow the spine to stack and the energies to be working together. So please just adjust your seat if need be. We're going to continue with allowing our body to feel rested. When we tap into this present moment, we're also tapping into this bank of knowledge that's everything that we ever needed to know about ourselves, about others, this universe. When we are still and quiet enough, we can see all of the answers. We truly have everything that we need in every given moment. It's the release of our ego and our emotions that allows us to see clearly what the truth is. So maybe asking yourself at this time, what is your innermost desire? And listening to the answer. When you have your answer readily available in front of you, visualize it as if it has already occurred. It is not something that you will have. It's something that you have now, in this present moment. Let your body experience what it's like to have your innermost desire. The next few moments are all yours to stay here and to rest in this place of bliss. You may take yourself out of your Shavasana at any point. The light and honor in me respects and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being patient with my animal and her deepest desires to play. I'll see you guys next